This is Wicked Rhode, a wicked good podcast about Rhode Island events and life. Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Mary Larson.
And I'm Ben DeCastro. Thank you so much for tuning in. And just as we predicted, it went from, is it still winter, to hello 90.
Yeah.
And, we are experiencing a heat wave. People are freaking out. I'm sure Home Depot and Lowe's has sold out of all the air conditioners and everything at this point. People are but it's supposed to get cool again this weekend.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, but it's seasonably. I shouldn't say cool. It's going to be seasonable.
Okay.
It's not going to be in the 90s. It's more going to be the
what May is supposed to be like.
Exactly.
Rather than July.
As we start ramping up into June. But yes, so that's where we're at weather-wise, and I tell you, event-wise, everything's just exploding as
Everything is in full bloom as well. Yes.
Everything is coming along real nicely. There were a lot of rainouts over the past few weeks, so I'm seeing a lot of people are making up events. And, one of the cool things is last Sunday was Mother's Day.
Yes.
And we had to, unfortunately, we couldn't play the game for the Paw Sox. And they had roses for every mom who came to the game.
Wow.
So that's something they do every year.
Yeah.
It's a tradition. It's been long-standing. So they had, hundreds of these beautiful roses on standby. So what did they do? They took a bunch of the office team. Mm-hmm. They took a few players, and they went to local nursing homes and senior centers and gave them to the ladies.
Get out.
Yep. They took the mascots, Paws and Socks were out there.
I love it.
So it was a great way to, reuse them there and make everybody's day. So that was pretty cool. So
that is awesome.
You do what you can. You make some lemonade when you get some lemons.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
What'd you do this past weekend?
Let's see. We really just hung low, and poor Blake my husband had this great idea where he was going to make me breakfast in bed. We were going to have my mother over, my sister over. He was going to make filet, all this great stuff, and he got hit with a crazy migraine.
Oh,
and we don't know if it was once again allergy related or who knows what. So we ended up going to Greg's restaurant takeout. Because,
can't beat that.
Right? Rather than have to wait in line, I said, let's just not even worry about it. We'll call it in. Get me some lemon cake. That lemon cake is so good this time of year.
That and the Death by Chocolate.
Oh, gosh. Yes. I'm drooling again. So we had a really low-key Mother's Day, but I'm going to be making up for, the rain just kind of washed everything out. So this week, I'm all about the planting. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm going to wear some gardening gloves that I picked up.
There you go.
And I'm going to go outside of my front yard and try to plant some flowers.
There you go. Go with the fake ones. They never die.
Right?
You can get them over at Benny's Job Lot or somewhere like that. So
yes.
Well, if you tuned in while you're on the road or working in your garden getting errands done, just listen and enjoy the episode. And, of course, if you hear something that piques your interest, we'll have all the info and links for you in our show notes on our website, wickedrodepodcast.com.
Ben, you were talking about how there's just so much going on. Well, what do we have in particular that is wicked interesting going on this week?
It's not just this week. It's every week. Every Friday night. It's Food Truck Fridays at the Carousel Village at the Roger Williams Park Zoo. So you can start your weekend off every weekend right. It's free admission. Yep. And it's brought to you by the Roger Williams Park Zoo and Carousel Village and also Food Trucks Inn. So I had this guy, Eric, in the car last week for carpooling with Ben.
He's hysterical.
He's amazing. He has his website, foodtrucksin.com, is the largest registry of food trucks in the country.
What?
Based out of Rhode Island. Mm-hmm. And they put this event together every week. It's presented by Monroe Dairy and Ocean Spray. Mm-hmm. And they have a smorgasbord of some of the area's best food trucks. Of course, you can obviously ride the carousel, and there's the Hasbro Boundless Playground. This is such a great event. We've talked about this before. Mm-hmm. When you go to a food truck event, you can bring as many people as you want. You do not have to worry about the style restaurant because there are there's a bunch of different choices.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about splitting up the bill because everybody buys their own thing. He actually gave me a good idea. If you go, you tell all your friends, they come around, you say, listen, everybody go to a different food truck and buy two things and then put it on the table to share, pick from.
Ooh.
So you really have a different selection.
Tapas.
Absolutely. So it's a whole selection at this point. A lot of these trucks accept cash, credit, or debit cards, so you don't have to worry. You can get by without an ATM before you get there. You can start, with multiple trucks too. You could have an appetizer or a snack or something light at one truck, and maybe an entree or 2 entrees or 4 entrees or 20 entrees, whatever you want. But the carousel is open as well, so it's great for kids. They have live music each week.
It's really cheap. It's like $2 a ride.
Exactly. And then they have pony rides. They have a bounce house. They have train rides. So there's different things happening. This is an awesome way to kick off your weekend. Different restaurant. You could go every week and hit a different restaurant every week and hear a different band every week and just enjoy
and
a
it's a
different
free
experience.
event.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's right there at the Roger Williams Park Zoo. Plenty of parking at the Carousel Village, all by run Roger Williams Park Zoo. So that's our Wicked Interesting. And now here's what's wicked fun in the 401. All right, so I got to ask you, did you peek at the notes before this?
No, I didn't.
So for those of you listening on your iPod and everything, we share a document where we put all these events together.
Yep.
And I was curious if you were going to actually take a peek. I waited to the very last minute to put this event there. Our first Wicked Fun on the 401 event. We have never done an event like this before or talked about one.
What is going on?
It is Tight Cruise Under the Sea 3, The Little Mermaid.
What does it even mean?
This is a dance party.
What?
Down at the Windjammer at 321 Atlantic Ave in Westerly, Rhode Island on Saturday from 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. This is an 18-plus event, 21-plus obviously to drink. You must have an ID.
Okay.
And this is going to be a crazy, crazy event. It's on the beach. They're going to have 3 different stages. Each stage has 6 different performers on schedule. So that's 18 performers right there. There are going to be vendors. They're going to have fresh fruit and candy making areas. There's going to be arcade games.
What? Bumper
cars and rides. There'll be a fire performance on the beach. There will be a larger-than-life tiki, pirate, and underwater theme decor by Tight Crew. This is the coolest part of the whole thing. There is a mermaid and merman costume contest.
Yes.
So best costume is going to receive free admission to the next Tight Crew event. So come dressed to win.
This sounds amazing.
This is the giant adult prom you've always wanted.
It sounds like the events that you see in movies, by seaside ocean communities where they have these huge bashes on the water with events and music. It's real life.
This is it. It reminds me of like old school 1990s MTV Real World where they would work for like the concert series and stuff.
Yes.
This is what that is. And again, it's down right there in Westerly at the Windjammer. And this is before...
I've never been to the Windjammer.
No, okay, I haven't either, but I've seen a lot of photos. It's this huge venue right on the beach, and it's before Memorial Day. So after Memorial Day, forget it.
Yeah.
It locks up.
Exactly.
They suggest buying your tickets beforehand, so go online, and they have different ranges and different prices and stuff. So, and if it's not already sold out, the tickets will be $30 at the door. But there are other options online, so check it out. There is a limited capacity, so you don't want to wait till the last minute. It's happening again this Saturday. It's Tight Cruise Under the Sea 3. The Little Mermaid theme. It's a dance party with electronic music, DJs, music. It's going to be crazy. It's awesome.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Well, listen. Earlier in the day on Saturday, if you're looking for some mermaid swag,
right? You never know. Where does one shop for mermaid stuff?
No idea. Yard sales, man. Yard sales is where it's at. You could at least probably find a Hawaiian shirt, during a yard sale.
Or an old set of fins that somebody just had in their basement, I guess.
Yes. Well, listen, the west side of Providence, they have this great association, the West Broadway Neighborhood Association. This is the whole kind of Federal Hill Broadway area with those beautiful, beautiful homes near the Armory. Well, they're going to be having this huge, epic yard sale on Saturday. I am so incredibly excited about it because it's multiple people. It's all these different streets. Like you can just stroll. They have a whole map full of these streets. It's from 8:30 in the morning till 1 p.m. You can come out and enjoy. It's very family friendly. In addition to the yard sales, you're going to be seeing some open houses, sidewalk sales, open studios offered by the local businesses and artists. It's going to showcase the entire neighborhood in a super, super fun way. I'm really pumped about it. You can also also, if you have stuff to sell, it's not too late. It's just $10 to get in the yard sale. They have a huge map, as I said. So if you have been sitting there saying, man, I really have a bunch of stuff to sell, you can do it. Or if you just want to go buy some things, definitely check it out. The West Broadway Neighborhood Association always does fun things. They did that caroling around Christmas time. Yep. So check it out. Once again, it's Saturday, 8:30 to 1. There's great places to eat brunch or get coffee over there too. So if you get a little hungry while you're shopping for some mermaid swag or whatever floats your boat.
You never know, you need some shells or something. Absolutely. Another great event that's happening during the day on Saturday is the 60th annual Gordon School Carnival, happening obviously on Saturday, May 20th. And it's a day of family fun, food, games, music, and cultural performances, and more. Check this out. The event is free.
Ooh.
Now, they will have rides. They will have different things to do, and you can buy tickets for that. There are, you can buy either an all-day bracelet, or you can buy just tickets for the specific rides you want to do. But some of the events include, they'll have a bouncy house, they'll have bungee jumping, home run derby, they'll have a petting zoo, games and prizes, arts and crafts, food truck, popcorn, cotton candy, face painting, tattoos, cultural and music performance, Lego building, and more. And there'll be raffles and everything. So a lot of fun things happening over there. Of course, the Gordon School is a beautiful school right there. It's independent
in East Providence.
Yep. And they have a community group, their association. It's a volunteer-led organization, and this helps them to, boost their funds so they can do all sorts of different things throughout the year with the kids and improve what they're doing over there. So if you've never been to the school, or if you've never seen what they do over there, this is a great chance to experience that as well.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, so that's happening on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. over at the Gordon School. It's the address is on Maxfield Ave. It's 45 Maxfield Ave over in East Providence. Not too far away from Providence. I mean, maybe 5 minutes up the road.
Oh, yeah.
And plenty of parking, a great location, perfect for all ages. So check that out. What else is going on, Mary?
Oh, my goodness. One of my favorite bands in the state, the Extraordinary Rendition Band. They're one of those street bands. Yep. They've got drums. You'll see them at different parades. They are super fun. They dress really wild. They're going to be having a birthday show Friday night, 9 p.m. at Aurora in Providence. So they're going to be doing 2 live sets, plus sets by Brian Cahal and a DJ. The doors are at 9 p.m. It's a $10 suggestion donation. So if you can do that, that would be amazing. But this group, they are just really fun. It's another diverse group of all different ages, of all different abilities, all different instruments. If you have never been to one of Rhode Island's street bands performances, whether going to one of the parades or going to an event like this, let me tell you, your adrenaline is going to pick up so incredibly much. You're going to dance in ways that you never thought you would dance before. These groups seriously get your blood pumping, and they're just so happy. They're a great bunch of people.
It really reminds me when they do these kind of festivals and these kind of parades and this kind of music. It almost reminds me sometimes of like New Orleans.
Yes.
Like Mardi Gras in a way, without the beads.
Shirts on.
Exactly. But it really has that kind of, it almost has like a Cajun Zydeco sometimes feel to it. It's, but the horns and everything. Sometimes it's rockish. It such a wide range of music, but the band is awesome.
They are. They actually played at my wedding. That's how much I love this group and how much I love their style. So definitely check it out. If you're looking for something fun to do Friday night with some friends, check it out. It's at Aurora.
Explaining to a bunch of my friends who were recently in town, how small Rhode Island is, and the fact that in order for me to get home from Providence, I have to go through Massachusetts just for a quick bit. You sometimes forget that no matter where you are in Rhode Island, you are never more than 18 and a half miles from either Connecticut or Massachusetts or water. As a matter of fact, a lot closer to the water, but there are a couple great events that are happening just over the borderline. The first one I want to tell you about is the South Shore County Country Festival.
The South Shore Country Festival.
There you go.
Ooh.
Marshfield, Mass. Marshfield has a huge fairgrounds up there. I've played there a few times. I've been there a bunch of times. Taking place on Saturday, May 20th. Gates are at 12 p.m.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm like really a hardcore Rhode Islander.
Yes.
Where is Marshfield, Massachusetts?
So it's off of Route 3, which is what they call the Southeast Expressway, the South Shore Expressway, which goes from Boston all the way down to the Cape.
So I'd have to take 95 or 93.
You're better off actually taking 24.
Okay,
Or
I know
Route
where that is.
44.
All right.
To get up there. Actually, Route 44 is probably your better option to go right through, Raynham, Taunton, all those different towns there.
Now I know where it is.
There you go. Well, they are having a huge country festival this weekend. It is featuring some top country bands, Lone Star and Parmalee. They'll also have the Houston Bernard Band, the Alex McGilvery Band, Southern City Band, DeVry and the Big Bamboo. It is all brought to you.
Wait, Ryan the Big Bamboo?
DeVry and the Big Bamboo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, they are a country duo. And it's all brought to you by Cat Country 98.1. They will have a $2,500 cornhole tournament going on throughout the day. So great music, obviously great festival food will be there.
Yeah.
And excellent performances by all those bands. Houston Bernard's a friend of mine. He's a very, very talented artist. Southern City Band as well. It's a quartet, not a quartet, but it's 4 people. They don't sing like a barbershop quartet. They sing country music, but they play guitars and everything. 2 guys, 2 girls. Very, very talented. Lone Star and Parmalee. Lone Star's been around for a long time, and it's really at this location out there in Marshfield. It's one of those events where you'll have a great time, and they do a bunch of events. You'll learn about all the different events they do there on the Marshfield Fairgrounds while you're there. But check that out. That's the South Shore Country Festival happening this Saturday. And gates are at 12. So
very cool.
What else is happening, Mary?
Sunday, May 21st. We haven't really talked about anything on Sunday. So, if you ever busy on Saturday, don't worry, guys. We've got you covered from 11 to 3 p.m. Head on over to the Seekonk Speedway for the March of Dimes Touch a Truck.
Huge.
Okay.
Huge.
I just love Touch a Truck because they're incredibly family friendly. This one is going to feature over 75 unique and exciting vehicles.
75?
Right? Isn't that crazy? That's a lot of trucks.
That's a lot of
vehicles, right?
All right. You keep talking.
Speedway.
I'm going to do some math here.
Please do.
You keep talking. I'm going to do some math.
The Seekonk Speedway, of course, great fun venue. They have all sorts of events going on throughout the warmer seasons. And I like it, too, because it's a bit more self-contained. Yep. I've gone to Touch a Truck events where they're more in like a forest park area. And I get a little nervous. My kids like to wander.
Sure.
And this place, I feel like, is a bit more contained.
Yeah.
And there's so many more trucks.
So if you spent 5 minutes at every truck.
Yep.
If there were only 75, you would have 3 hours and 45 minutes of your day full. And it's a 4-hour event. So bring your camera, clear out all the videos, clear out all the dumb apps you have that you don't use, free up the space, and get ready to take photos because they do this event every year and it is awesome. It's huge.
Yeah, awesome. Oh, I can't wait. Well, that of course is wicked family friendly, but here's another wicked family friendly suggestion. Happening both Saturday and Sunday.
This is the big weekend.
You guys ready? If you need to go south, you better be going to the Rhode Island Air Show. Or you better be getting on a train to go to the Rhode Island Air Show because this is huge. If you have never been to the Quonset Naval, like the Quonset base down in Quonset, this event is unbelievable. It is from 9 a.m. is when the gates open up. People even get there a little bit earlier just to make sure that they get good parking. It ends at 4:30 p.m. every day. We were just talking about seeing trucks up close.
Yep.
If you want to see planes up close, if you want to see planes do amazing tricks in the air, I mean, these pilots are so incredibly talented, but also to get to see just all the different varieties of aircraft that some that are older that might not even really be in use anymore to even the more modern types. This event is unbelievable. I have been as a young kid. I've been as an adult. I had to actually work the event once. Oh, yeah. And even when I went on the road show to go interview some of the pilots behind it, I mean, jaw-dropping. And really, traffic does, pick up a little bit. So if you live down in South County, if you live in the Providence area, the Warwick area, they're going to be offering free train service again this year. So you don't even have to worry about driving your car.
Wow. Well, that you can't beat that. And listen, you may have seen earlier this week that one of the major acts, the big acts, they canceled out for safety reasons. That's fine. There's still so much to see and do down there.
There's like that fire truck.
Oh, yeah.
That is what, like jet powered when it.
Yeah. Not fire truck as it puts out fires. No,
Yeah.
this is fire truck as it spits out and shoots fire.
Yes.
That's always fun.
It's always fun. There's
Bring
always
the
great
kids.
food. It's a lot of great music. So really all ages will like it, whether
Yeah.
it's kids or if you just want to go. If you've never been, actually, I remember talking to one of the pilots. I'm blanking on his name. He's an amazing stunt pilot. He said that the Rhode Island Air Show is, honest to God, the best air show in the country.
Really?
That the pilots and the teams who work this event, who come to it, they say that we bring some of the best crowds, some of the most enthusiastic people, and they love flying over the ocean.
Yeah.
Because it's right there. So while they're doing these tricks, they get these gorgeous views.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about it being too hot. I mean, this weekend it's going to be mild
It's going to
anyway.
be, well, actually, it'd be probably perfect because you're going to be out there on the airstrip. So, usually, you remember when the air show used to be like in the middle of June, late June,
Yes.
early July. It was,
You'd melt.
you'd bake out there. This is going to be good. Bring the sunscreen. And the other thing is bring earplugs. Now, they'll have some free earplugs there sometimes. Bring your own, or get the little ear muffs. Go over to Benny's or Job Lot and grab the little
Sound protection.
Yeah, absolutely. Protect your ears. Bring great sunglasses, and I tell you, this is a wonderful event. And yeah, you're going to see some really, really cool planes. You get up close and you get to climb all over them too.
I know. Who wouldn't want that? Even
Right.
at our age.
There you go. All right, as we said in the beginning, everything we talked about today, each and every event can be found on our website, wickedroadpodcast.com.
Guys, we love to be social. We love to connect with you socially. So please find us on Facebook and Instagram. And if you go to any of the events that we talk about, tag us. If you go to the air show, we would be so excited if you said, oh my gosh, I heard about the air show on Wicked Roadie. Like, use that little @ symbol and tag us. Or if you take any pictures of this amazing state of ours, use the hashtag Wicked Roadie.
If you want to advertise or get involved with any of the events we're doing, sponsorship information, anything you need, we can provide that to you. Just email us at wickedroadpodcast@gmail.com.
Until next time, folks, I'm Mary Larson.
And I'm Ben DeCastro.
And you've been listening to Wicked Roadie. We'll have more for you next Thursday.